Welcome, beautiful Sagittarius, to your love and passion reading for June 2019. So, to take you through the month, first of all we have an overall animal medicine card for June, which for you is Spider. Then to take us through the month, approximately weekly intervals, we have the Nine of Swords, the Devil, and I ask for a clarifier for that, which is the Seven of Wands or Rods. Then we have the King of Wands and the Moon. Okay, so let's start with the Spider. This is a beautiful energy. The Spider is a lovely energy. It's the female energy of the creative force that weaves the beautiful designs of life. Her web has hundreds of intricate patterns which catch the morning dew. I feel this month, from looking at your cards, that Spider may be telling you to create, think, be imaginative, because it almost feels like you've come into an impasse, a standstill, a sort of standoff with your love or lover, and you need to look for alternatives to move your energy forward. Spider here may also be just warning you that you've maybe come a little bit too close to an entangling situation, getting a little bit tangled up in yourself, perhaps in your own thoughts, fears and worries a little bit. And you know, just to be a little bit aware of that. We all do it, we're all human. And also, as you become entangled sort of somewhere in the middle of this web, you tend not to notice on the outskirts, edges of the web, new opportunities or, you know, ideas, plans that you can be making, or, you know, things that are in your life that have already borne fruit. Sometimes we get so tangled up in ourselves and negative thinking that we forget to actually look back and say, right, okay, let's see, where was I a year ago? Where was I 5 years ago? Where was I, you know, 2 months ago? Look how far I've come. Some people write journals, and then, you know, they've got something down in writing they can look back at and go, oh my God, yeah, you know, I have actually come a very long way. So perhaps some of you need to do that. It might be really helpful for you. Or even just thinking back, where were you a year ago? So specifically the first week of June, yeah, I think you're just dropping into that energy a little bit. It's not a major arcana card. This is a minor arcana card, which means it's a minor thing. It's not going to last, probably. Perhaps the mid to the middle of the month, and that's about it. But it's the card where you maybe just up at night a little bit, it's keeping you awake a little bit at night. You're in your own head. You're worrying, and you're dropping into negative thoughts. Remember, thoughts are just that. Nothing more. A thought is just a thought. It's not reality necessarily, is it? So try and elevate yourself out of that negative thought patterning if you're dropping yourself into it a little bit. Again, look back, think of how far you've come, think of where you are, the person you are now compared to where you were before, and where you're going and what you're bringing into your life. And on my blog, on my website, I talk about various things, but one of them is the law of attraction and raising your vibration, raising your positivity. Have a little look at that maybe, because there are all sorts of ways of doing that. And you may be just needing to work on this a little bit for the first half of June, because you've still got a little bit of this energy going on into the second week of June with the Devil, which just means, again, you're in a self-sabotage pattern of behaviour. Your thoughts and your fears and your worries and old obsolete behaviours that no longer serve you, that are actually no longer anything to do with who you are, Saggies, now, is still sitting in your energy field a little bit. So it's the same advice. Raise yourself up from that. And I have a feeling with the clarifier being the Seven of Rods, you can see this person is like holding back the sort of the ones that seem to be attacking him. So I think you're feeling a little bit challenged, maybe that there's a lot going on, that people aren't with you on something, or maybe with this lover, they don't see the way you're seeing things, your back's against the wall a bit, but actually it isn't. If you look, this person is standing above these wands. You actually do have a position of advantage even if you don't realise it. You're strong, you're able to deal with this, and you are not backed into a corner because you can move around. Look, you've got space around you. So just, work on these final little bits and pieces of challenges. And I think then coming into the third week, things will start to clear for you. The King of Wands in the traditional deck, it's a masculine energy, it doesn't have to be a male in terms of gender. They are, the top of their game. They've risen to the top. They are generous, probably reasonably wealthy, but certainly secure in themselves. They stand in their own power. They are driven and passionate and fiery and a really trustworthy person to be with. And in this deck, which is the Tarot of Sexual Magic, it's about the medicine of embracing closely. And it says, commitment is important. The conquest derives from quiet willpower and mutual determination to offer yourselves to each other. So this may be where you've been finding a little bit of challenge in the world of committing, either them committing to you or you to them, or both, to your love, your lover, this beautiful person in your life who is a king. Just get into the mindset of you can do it. You can do it, Sagittarius. You need to be determined. You need to raise your vibration up so that you are positive about this. You have the willpower and the determination together to move this forwards. Offer yourselves, give a little bit of yourselves to each other. Don't hold back. Trust that, you can find a way out of this present impasse you're in. Just be creative. Perhaps that means spending some time together doing something different or new or exciting. Have a little think about that. Perhaps you got into a bit of a rut. I don't know. And then by the end of the month, it's just telling you again to trust the divine, to trust that things are going on under the surface that perhaps you know nothing about because you're only human. But it's always with a view to moving you forwards and upwards in your life. The universe, the divine, is benevolent. It wants to help you. There's no malevolence. There's no sinister aspect to it. It's there to help you. So you need to find your inner guidance. Trust. Get yourself out of this little bit of an entanglement you've got yourself into. Remember who you are and that you're powerful. You have free will, but you also have willpower and determination and drive. And you're able to sort of deal with this little wobble that you may just have been having this month. Okay. So, you remember, the spider is telling you you've borne fruit in this love situation. Things are going your way. You have done some work and you're getting somewhere. I think you've just got a little bit caught up in something or other that you're easily able, with a little bit of work this month, a little bit of determination, to get yourself out of Sag. No worries. And then it's onwards and upwards, okay? So thank you so much for watching, Sagittarius. I do appreciate it. Please subscribe, like, share, or comment, because I really like to know how you're feeling about these readings. And thank you once again. I very much appreciate it. Until next time.